Sir, architect Sai Kumari garu has some problem. She said that she created the zones, but when she's going back, she's not able to see them again.
Can she share her screen? Is it possible?
Yeah, ma'am, can you share your screen once? Sai Kumari garu.
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen.
Okay.
This is the screen.
Okay.
In this case, I've done custom and I said blank layer, line sketch, DXF. Okay. That drawing is not coming up where I have done the zoning and all. Hello?
Okay. You have already completed the zoning part, right?
Yeah. The lunch session, I have done that.
Can you give mouse control to me? Like, is it possible?
What?
Yeah. Can you give mouse control? Like,
How can I give it to you? I don't know, like how to do that.
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. I'm trying to figure out what went wrong. So
Okay.
maybe the grid points which you have selected are too small, or maybe one reason could be you have selected units. Was it centimeter which you have imported?
Yeah, centimeter.
Okay. Can you return back? Can you close this screen? Can you, yeah. Can you close the screen?
Okay.
No, you have disconnected.
Oh,
Video.
you want me to say? Okay.
Click on cancel off for this equest screen which you are seeing now.
Close it.
Yeah, just yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that shows this is your building footprint.
Yeah.
Okay, click that one.
Rectangle.
Yeah, click that.
Yeah, I said here
Custom.
custom. Yeah, I said custom. I said
Blank slate.
and the line
Sketch. Okay, click OK.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said okay. Shall I say okay?
Yeah, click OK.
And initially that figure came up. In that I have done first the peripheral line and created the zone, and the next again in that uh, the down thing I again selected each individual room. I done the zoning, and I said done. I want to see it again, and the figure is not coming up, appearing.
On the top, can you click the fourth icon?
Fourth icon, this one?
No, beside that one.
This one.
Beside that. Okay, here you have one. You can click on one. CAD unit. You can click there one.
Yes.
Select and then yeah, one, and then apply. Okay. And this is minus 2192. You can you change it to 00?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And then close it.
Yeah.
Now close it. Okay. So you can use the zoom tool and then zoom to the boundary. Below that one, there is one tab. You can click that just below the arrow.
This one.
Just below that arrow. Yeah, that. and CAD is first. Polygon you can select second. Snap priority on the right hand side. Yeah, select there and make it second,
Okay.
and then click done. Now you go to the top and on the right last icon. This is
Okay.
the first icon. Just on the same row, last icon.
This
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
Ground floor.
yeah. Ground floor only. Yes, done.
Yeah.
Now you can left click. Okay, so you may undo or delete. Press the cross button. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can. Then you can click done.
Okay.
Then go to the next one.
Perimeter again.
Custom.
Translate.
Yeah, that's correct. Okay.
In case I have done the zooming, but why it is not appearing on my
Okay. Left click.
again?
Yeah, that is left. Before that, you can again repeat the steps for priority set. It's okay. You can see. Create new zone. No, don't undo it.
It is not straight. That is why I'm done.
Okay. So what can be done now is just below the arrow, you will find one selection. Go to the top, second row, just before that one, just before that,
This one.
left hand side. Yeah. Second row, first tab.
Uncheck.
No, no, it's okay. Done.
Okay, done.
Go to the left. Second tab, second row. First tab from the second row, just beside that cross.
This one.
Yes, click there. And here CAD, there is no snap. Now you make it first priority because this is very important. It will help you for tracing.
Okay.
Click done.
Okay.
And then again you can return back. Click the arrow. Yes, you can. Yeah, we have first doubt like when creating zones or defining footprint, how do we define the boundary in case of curved lines and organic design? So here in eQuest, you can reduce the distance between grid points.
Okay.
So arc, when you are drawing again, it will be a series of straight lines.
Right.
So you may not get a smooth curve. So you have to join straight lines only.
Okay.
But number of points, yes, you can reduce it.
Okay. So shall I stop sharing this?
Yeah, you can stop and then you can continue.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
Sir, we are still this. We have only done one floor. No, now ground floor only we are working still, right?
Yeah, we are working on ground.
We are yet to create the first floor.
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay, fine, fine.
So this was the first screen. Make sure you specify exact coordinates. Then give the component name, prefix as ground floor. Go to footprint shape, select the footprint, create the zoning pattern. Floor to floor height, adjust it to 10. Orientation, let it be towards north. And then go to next screen. Now you may select roof, no exterior exposure, because this is ground floor. Then go to above grade wall. You may select custom layer by layer, and you can construct your wall. Once this is done, you can go to the next screen. You may select any type. Wall is a thermal mass, and then click next. We have got door, and one door is there on south side. Regarding material, you can click specify properties, and in specify properties you will get this screen. So you have to select in the conductance, instead of NFRC you can select U value, and then give the U values. Say I'm selecting standard values 0.58, 0.29, 0.4. You can select any value and then click done. So once you select U value for door, and you may specify size of the door also. Width, you may select 14 for 2-story building double door if you are considering. And then go to the next screen. You may select floor to floor. And in glass category, you can select the last option, specify properties, the second option. And in specify property, you have to select U value in the conductance, and then specify U values, say 0.58, 0.29 or 0.4, and then click done. You may specify window size, and then you can give percentage. Make sure height you are selecting 10 feet, because when you place your first floor and when you select the coordinates, it should be 10 only. That is X, Y, and Z. For Z coordinate, that should be the height of your floor. So percentage, I'm selecting 40% on all 4 orientations. And once you select it, click next. Overhang, you can specify if you need. Now, building operation schedules. You have 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, Sunday, and holidays closed. You can change the time. You can select the timing of your office. Now you need to specify office area is there. This is the manager's room. Yeah, eQuest is available in metric system, but the name is CamQuest, CAMQUEST. Sorry, CANQUEST, CamQuest. So if you want metric system, you can use that CamQuest. And this is the office which we have selected. Lobby, office, reception, waiting. This is the lobby area we have selected. The restroom. So we have here 1 and 2 restroom. So these two spaces, when you combine, it's coming around 8% of the total area. Then conference room, that is your meeting room. So you have all these spaces, 1, 2, 3. So these are the 3 meeting rooms we have. Then you have kitchen area. So kitchen area, you have one small kitchenette, so that can be selected as kitchen area. And then storage, unconditioned, it's 2. So storage area unconditioned, we are selecting 2% of the total area. In all others, we have staircase that comes under around 4% of the total area. So these you have to specify. So once the spaces are created, I hope all of you are able to work out on your systems. You are able to change the values and substitute the values. Okay, so we'll go for the next screen now. So the task now is, you will not be having any space here, and you have to mention the names of the spaces. For example, when I click lobby, you should be able to get only lobby area. This is the lobby area. And when you click office executive, Only office executive, that is your manager's room, should be active. Similarly, when you select restroom, these are the two areas which we have already created. They have to be active. When you select kitchen, only kitchen should be active. This is the kitchen area. Meeting room, you have seen that we have 1, 2, and 3 meeting rooms. These 3 meeting rooms should be active. Similarly, we have a small store here, but store is not conditioned, so you can uncheck it. And whenever you select any space, for example, when I'm selecting store, you have to check store and then mention as 100%. Similarly, when you are selecting stairs, this is the staircase. So that would be a part of all others. So you have to click 100%. When you are selecting corridor, this is the area corridor. So lobby, you can remove, and corridor, you can give 100%. So I'm repeating, when you select lobby, make sure lobby is 100%. Yeah, you have to create it. The zones are not listed. You can give any label which you feel represents your building space. So office space, you can click on ground floor, right click, and then you'll be able to assign whatever names you are creating here. The procedure is, first click on this tab, create zone group, and give the names of all the spaces you have. Once you find all the names, then you can click on ground floor and then start assigning the spaces. Click the area and then assign zone group 2, which what is that space. If it is lobby, okay. If it is some other space, you can change it. So you have to create all the spaces and make sure when you are selecting, yeah, you have initially name as ground floor. So leave it as it is and then create new zone group. Give the name of zone group as lobby and then give a zone group as office executive. Keep on adding one by one. And then at last, what can be done is you can go to ground floor, click the ground floor tab, click the space and then assign zone to what space. You can select the right name of it. Is it clear for everyone? Understood or want me to help?
Sir, I am getting a different kind of. I'm not getting these zones, different zones. I'm only getting one full plan. Uh, like
Yes, you are correct.
huh?
You are correct. You will get only full plan. So what you need
But
to do is you have to go to create zone group,
okay,
create a zone group,
okay.
and then mention the name of that space.
Shall I share my screen and show you, sir, what I'm getting? Just once for one.
No, that is the screen what everybody will be getting. So I will just show you what steps we need to follow.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Now I hope it's clear. This is the screen what you might be getting, right?
Yeah, exactly, sir. This is the one. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
So you can see here it's ground floor and you
Yeah,
have condition and
yeah.
This is
exactly.
the full plan.
Yeah, yeah.
Now we have to divide this ground floor into the spaces what we are having.
Okay, okay.
For this,
Yeah.
we have to create zone group.
Okay,
Click
okay.
on it.
And then, okay, then,
One by one, we have to select the space.
acha, we have to select, click on that itself,
Yes.
that
Create zone group. You can give the name.
name, and then click on that plan, is it?
No.
Uh,
You can start giving names of
acha,
all.
acha, okay, okay. Fine, fine, fine.
Once
Okay,
the names are done,
okay,
then you can go back to the drawing, click on
okay,
the ground floor,
okay,
and then
okay,
specify the space.
okay, okay. Fine, fine. Okay, okay.
Just try it once and
Yeah, yeah. I'll try it once.
what about others? Anybody else has done till here?
So there was another question. While creating zone, what should we select for copy data from?
Okay, copy data from, it's a parent company for parent space. So you may select the ground floor which comes up. You can leave it. You can leave the default value what is mentioned there. For you, I think you'll be having ground floor. This is the text that will be appearing here. Copy data from.
So
So
we have to give ground floor to copy data from, isn't it?
yes, yes.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Yes, you are right. You need to delete the parental zone. Yes, the initial zone because it won't be having any space, right? So you can delete it. But before deleting, make sure all the spaces are copied.
I have created it. Now what we have to do, we have to assign that some percentage area, something you said, no? Or,
Yeah, 100%.
yeah.
You have to click the space, go to
Yeah.
the right, and then click 100.
Acha, okay, okay. Click on that name on the zone in the left this thing tab, and then write 100% here for that same this thing.
Yes.
Okay.
So these are the names that you should be having: lobby, office, corridor,
Office,
restroom, kitchen,
corridor,
meeting room, store, stairs.
restroom, meeting, kitchen, store, and stairs. Acha.
If any help is required, if you are facing problem, let me know. If you want me to repeat, that also let me know. Good. So I think one participant has done. So you can see here, lobby area, when you click, you have this space and you have to make sure it's 100. Office executive, this is office executive, and make sure you have 100 there. Restroom, these are the restrooms, 100. This is the kitchenette, 100. These are the areas, meeting rooms, 3 meeting rooms we have. So select meeting or conference as 100. So you'll be able to see the moment you are selecting conference as 100%, it shows the area of these 3 spaces based on the CAD file. This is the store, and make sure to uncheck the condition. Store is 100. Then we have stairs. Stairs, you can select all others. And this is the corridor area. It will be 100. Please mention in chat if you have completed. Like 3 participants have mentioned that they have completed till here. So I'm waiting for others. So if you have done it, then you can mention so that we come to know where you are. So I think you need to restart. Like if your screen is stuck up, there is some problem with your Windows, or try to press Control Alt Delete once and then recheck. Is it possible to see your screen?
I'm sharing my screen, sir. Are you able to see my screen, sir?
Yes. Click done.
Nothing is happening, sir. Okay.
Okay, close it up. No, not that. The first screen which you are seeing. Yes.
No, nothing is happening.
Okay, then once this part is done, that means you have allocated all the spaces. Then you can select interior ambient light and office equipment. We are on screen 15. So you can select interior ambient light and office equipment. Then you can specify the LPD values. For each space, you can refer to ECBC code. In the morning session, we have seen. You can go to chapter 6, go to space function method. And in space function method, you'll be able to find for office what is the LPD value, watt per square feet. The values which you have in ECBC are in watt per square meter. So don't substitute the same values. You have to convert into square feet and then only you have to provide, or else the values will be very high. The overall load calculations will be high. So office is around 1.1. Then corridor space is 0.6. Lobby 0.3. Restroom 0.9. Conference 1.3. Kitchen 1.2. And then we have storage. Unconditioned, it's 0.3. For all others, you can select 0.6. Similarly, go to the next screen and then try to give equipment power density. So in equipment power density, you can check. Office, we have 1.5. And conference meeting room, you may have 1.5. This is the equipment power density. Based on the electrical appliances, what you are having, you can substitute the values. For all other areas, you may leave it 0. Once this is done, then you may click return to navigator. You'll be on the screen.
Sir,
Yeah.
in kitchen and food prep areas, do we find any thumb rule for square feet, or because it may depend, it could be pantry, it could be preparation area.
You are asking about LPD value.
Office equipment, what's the square feet?
This is equipment. You are asking about equipment, right? Okay. So let me just open the code and show it to you. This slide which you are seeing here is from Ashtray, wherein you can see for office appliances, say computers and different devices, you can find the power input and the recommended rate of heat gain. Similarly, we also have for kitchen equipment. So you can see the values are from Ashtray, rate of heat gain from commercial cooking appliances. So what type of appliance you have? You will get the details in BTU. You can convert into watts also. Similarly, if you have other electrical appliances like hair dryer or gas burning appliances, you can get the total heat gain, sensible as well as latent heat gain. I hope you got the answer for your doubt.
Yes, sir. In this office equipment load, I hope that load is different. Kitchen load is different, so we have to put zero, or for the modern sake, we are putting it as a zero.
No, we are considering the equipment load for electrical equipment. What electrical equipments are we having?
Uh, okay. For kitchen cooking, there may be some electrical equipment.
Yes. So if you have
So only,
details of
yeah.
the equipment, yes, we can put it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
So office equipment loads and profile. So the power consumption is for your office area, lobby area, meeting room, conference. And then we can create a new shell. Now watch the steps a little carefully, because now we are going to take the first floor plan and then we are going to paste it up on our ground floor. So click on this tab, create new shell. You can give shell name as first floor. Then select, position this shell immediately above. Above of what? Of ground floor. Then you need to specify coordinates. And then you have to select 10 feet as the height at which you're going to place your first floor. Now, if you make a mistake, suppose instead of 10, if you put 0, then it will overlap and then you get error when you are doing the simulation. So you have to select 10 feet. Number of floors above grade is 1. We don't have basements. Then component name, it's first floor, so we can select FF. So we have to do exact changes as we did for ground floor. See, roof surface you are having. You have to select custom layer by layer construction. Yeah, you might be getting envelope 1 because initially you might have not changed the name to ground floor. So that might be the reason. It's okay. You may select uh, building envelope 1 only. Shell name. Shell, position this shell immediately above. You may select here and then select ground floor. Instead of ground floor, initially if you have not changed the name, then you may get the same name, a default name. While we are working on roof surface for ground floor, we have considered that roof is not exposed. But now we are selecting the material of the roof because this roof is exposed. Our first floor plan is exposed. And then you may select wall. You may select the material as per the code compliance requirement. Now for roof, you may select layer by layer and you will get the screen. So you can give the name of the construction as roof 1, copy data from none and select OK. Then you can give different layers. Make sure you are meeting the code requirement. Yeah, can you share your screen? You are getting an error. Building 1 instead of ground floor. Shall we continue or will you be sharing your screen to resolve your issue? Okay, can you click on reference shell on the top, building envelope loads, just beside that, immediately above? Yeah, click there. Okay, so you have given, you did not change the name to ground floor, no? Right. And then, okay, yes, click next. Yeah, you have to again click on blank slate, get the CAD file. Yes, click OK. Yeah, actually there was a power failure at my end, so trying to reconnect. I hope screen is visible to everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here you could see that we can construct roof, and we can have R value of the roof. So once the roof surface and above grade wall is done, we can click on next screen. And similarly, we may assign area for the first floor, like we did for ground floor. You have the AutoCAD plan with you, so you can measure the total area for each space. So if you check this particular first floor plan, we have office area, which is around 12%, open plan, which is around 61%, conference room, which is around 7%, kitchen 3%, storage 2%, and staircase you may consider 4%. Okay. So you may specify the percentages and then go to the next screen. Exactly repeat the same step what we did for ground floor. So in first floor, we have office, meeting room, kitchen, water closet, stairs, store. Select the space and then make sure the percentage is edited to 100 for each group, for each space. I hope all of you are able to get to this step. Change the percentage. Make sure all the spaces are 100%. Once this is done, go to the lighting per density part. For first floor also, you may substitute the LPD value and select the equipment density. Once you have created ground floor and first floor, you can click on HVAC system to edit HVAC details, because we have completed the first part, building shell components, and the second part is you have to edit the HVAC system, and we have DX coil, that is direct expansion. For heating source, you may select electrical resistance. Air conditioner type, you may select package AC. And this system is going to cool ground floor as well as first floor. So these are the shell components that will get benefit. And then you may select next screen. So we have total 7 sheets here. This was the third sheet in HVAC. So this was the first sheet in HVAC mode. Select the DX cooling coil, electric resistance, package AC. Thermostat set point, we can make it 76 °F, and for heating it can be 70. For cooling, you may select energy efficiency ratio. The values are given in ECBC, or you can refer to ASHRAE 90.1. For fan power, you may leave the value as default, 1.25 inches of water gauge. And fan flow, we can set it to auto size. We want the system to start 1 hour before the occupancy and 1 hour after the closure. And then set the default values that we don't need any heating source, additional baseboards we don't need. So once this part is done, like you have already created the shell and you have already created the HVAC system, then you may click finish. And when you click finish, this is the tab you'll be getting. So once you click finish, you'll be able to see the screen wherein you have the building model. So you can click on simulate building performance to run the simulation, and to view detailed simulation output, you can click on view detailed simulation output file. Yeah, you can leave it to auto size, yes. Tonnage details, the software will calculate and it will let us know what will be the total project tonnage. So that information the software will provide us regarding the capacity tonnage.
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Yes, am I audible?
Yeah, you are clear. Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, like in this, what if the auto size details are different from project details? Because sometimes it happens that when we leave it to auto size, that tonnage value which came from the software, what if it is different from project?
No, auto size means you want the software to do the calculation and let you know what will be the total tonnage and what will be the total CFM. We are having a duct. In our yesterday's presentation, you might have seen that in a package AC, there will be a duct. And duct may have many elbows and many bends. And based on the elbows and bends, you may have static pressure. So what can be done is, if you have your shop drawing ready, you can do ESP calculation. ESP stands for external static pressure calculation. So for each and every duct fitting, there'll be a pressure drop. And there is a separate tool for the duct pressure drop calculation. And
Okay.
ASHRAE duct fitting database, this is the software that will be used. especially for finding out the ESP calculation, external static pressure.
Okay.
So after doing that ESP, you can substitute the value, or you can run the software to know what will be the total power consumption. So this is the software, duct fitting database. So it will give you the pressure drop for each and every fitting. For example, if you are having an elbow,
Okay.
you have to mention and specify the size of the duct. You have to specify how much is the quantity of airflow through that duct, what is the radius, and the software will let you know how much is the pressure drop. Inches of water gauge is 0.03.
Yes, yes. Okay, okay, yeah. Regularly, what happens is in our projects, mechanical engineers sometimes they give these values and sometimes they don't. So, like, I suppose based on the values, either we can give them or we can leave it to auto size.
It is always better to get precise value. So if they are
Okay.
not giving, then you are dependent on rule of thumb value. Because before ordering your fan, any equipment, you might have considered that pressure drop is less. You might have considered hardly 2 or 3 elbows, but on site you discover that 5 to 10 elbows have come up. So your fan will not be able to deliver air to the occupants. They might not feel comfortable.
Okay.
So that's the reason static pressure calculations have to be done. So for each and every fitting, for example, this is elbow. Like elbows, we have other fittings also in rectangle ducts, straight duct, and suppose you have dampers. So there is a detailed calculation on ESP, external static pressure.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, I got it. Yeah,
So you
thank
are
you.
right, and those values we have to substitute it up. You are correct.
Okay.
So uh, anybody else is having doubt, facing any difficulty in doing simulation?
Hi, sir. This is Ahmed.
Please go ahead.
Sir, am I audible, right?
Yeah, you are clear. Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, thanks, sir. At present, I'm running this project works. I don't know the software before, but now I'm having some knowledge about the software. If I have any doubt, where I can see all that clarification? Because in YouTube, we're having a network issue, all those things. Is there is any guidebook for that?
Yeah, on net you can get eQuest help, and for any other details you can always write to me, and I think my number is already shared with you. This is my WhatsApp number, and this is email ID.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Sir, once I click finish after specifying the HVAC that thing. Again, I want to go back to that wizard. How do I go back again?
You can click on building creation wizard.
Sure.
You can click on this tab. I hope you are able to see the screen.
Yeah, I'm able to see, but I'm not actually. I don't know. The software is hanging, sir. I don't know why it is hanging. It's not going back to that design wizard as that. 1 second. Building the creation wizard. Yeah, it is. It is just I think it's some problems. Some hang. It is hanging the system. That's all.
Yes, so these are common problems what is with most of the energy simulation tool. So you need to always save your file,
Yeah,
and
yeah. I've saved it. Yeah. That's all.
yeah. Sometimes after completing, if you don't save it, again from scratch you need to start, and it takes a lot of time when you do the modeling for bigger projects. Here we have hardly 15 or 20 spaces, but in a project, suppose we have 70 to 80 spaces, and we are tracing all the spaces, then it becomes really difficult. So I think you should be able to get, you can click on building creation wizard, and there you can return back. And you can see one more tab here. It's mode, file, edit, view, mode. And when you click mode, you'll be able to find detailed edit mode and basic. So you can return back to basic if you want to again go back to your building creation wizard.
Okay, the mode that
Yes, yes,
mode tab, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So any other doubt? So we have completed the basic modeling of a building. You get using schematic design wizard and detailed edit mode. We also have one more tab that is energy efficiency measure wizard through which you can do energy efficiency calculations. For example, you want to compare between your base case and proposed case. So that a comparative study can be done. So here you can see a sample report. So in this report, envelope details are mentioned. What's the material for wall, roof, glass, and the model is prepared in eQuest. You can see these many spaces are there. Now, this table shows the difference uh, between your baseline versus proposed design. For example, when you select roof part in envelope, as per ASHRAE or ECBC, you may need say 0.048. But in proposed case, you are reducing the value and you are using efficient insulation and you are reducing the roof U value to 0.037. Similarly, for wall also, U value is reduced from 0.124 to 0.044. Window U value was 0.57 and in proposed case it's reduced. You can see all the blue color text shows that the values of envelope are changed. SHGC instead of 0.25 and 0.29, that is taken as 0.38 and 0.44. Orientation part. In base case, you need to rotate your building in all 4 orientations and then take average of it as the base case. For proposed case, you can select the best orientation. Similarly, as per ASHRAE 90.1, in base case, say 1.12 is the LPD value, lighting per density. In energy conservation measure, second measure, you can see 1.1 was used. Occupancy control was not a mandate requirement as per ASHRAE 90.1, but if you are using it in a proposed case, that will give you saving. Similarly, for air handling unit, in the base case, this is the power consumption, watt per CFM. As ECM3, you can see changes are done. And you will find instead of 0.969 watt per CFM, you can have 0.954 watt per CFM. For AHU, there was no demand control ventilation. What is demand control ventilation? I hope I'm audible.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is demand control ventilation, DCV? You can see here, there is a text.
I think it is. Does it have to do with anything with set points, changing the set points according to the usage or I mean, I don't know. But
Yes. So now what happens is you can keep one sensor in the space, and the sensor will check the CO2 value, and the CO2 is measured in ppm parts per million. So one sensor, CO2 sensor inside the space and one sensor outside the space, whenever the differential crosses 530 ppm, immediately the fresh air damper will open. So why to unnecessarily load the space with more air than what is required? So that is what demand control ventilation does. So having this demand control ventilation, it's an ECM, energy conservation measure. So here, demand control ventilation is used in ECM3. So now you will be able to see in base case, the capacity came around 90 ton. But when you apply envelope, when you are taking good envelope with insulation, the tonnage drops down and it will reflect on your overall power consumption. When you are using good lighting luminous with reduced power consumption, so the LPD value also reduces. So you have around 383,300. Similarly, for mechanical air side system, you can see when you are using efficient system, the power consumption reduces. And when you are using VAV, that is variable air volume, instead of constant speed fan, you are using variable speed fan. So the power consumption drops down and even your tonnage drops. When you are using demand control ventilation, the cooling capacity drops and your power consumption also reduces. So these are all ECMs that can be applied for your project. Yes, so your demand control ventilation, yes, it will adjust the fresh air supply based on the CO2 level. So the software needs time to have hands-on, and the calculations which I showed to you just now, that is comparative study. Once you further explore the tool, that is this part, energy efficiency measure. So you'll be able to work on the comparative study between different ECMs. So if there are no, can we uh, close the session now, or if anybody is having doubt, you are most welcome.
This is the last session for energy simulation. So if you have any questions, please ask, or we can close the session. We still have a photograph pending. So if there are no more questions, we can go ahead with that. So the idea is to introduce you to the software, not really, I mean, it's impossible to learn a software in one day. So sir has done an excellent job at explaining all the concepts and trying to tell the capabilities of the software. And we were also able to simulate and see the results. That's more than enough for a workshop of 2 days. So yeah, I mean, we can still learn a lot more by practicing for ourselves. We'll see if we can have a much more detailed session if sir is available sometime later. But we'll see the possibility of that too. But any other questions?
Sir, actually, I just wanted to see the results of that simulation. This for the one which you did with first floor. I mean, the office building.
Okay.
I could not see the simulation. Maybe I missed it.
You were able to complete the ground floor?
Yeah. Ground floor is completed, sir. First floor also I've partly completed it, but I just wanted to see the final results of that simulation. See, you said after the HVAC, you defined the HVAC parameters, then you exited and then you showed the model in the screen. After that, I think I missed it out. What did you simulate that building
No,
and?
I did not simulate it.
Okay. Maybe
I
I.
not simulated. And
Okay.
if you remember, in yesterday's session, we started with simulation only.
Yeah. Okay.
Like two details. One is monthly energy report you get, and you get annual report, and you
Okay.
can also get detailed report.
Okay. Fine. So I'll try it out. I'll practice because it needs a lot of practice. This thing. It's little more of input we have to give through the dialog boxes. That's why it'll take some practice for that. Yeah.
No, you can easily do it.
Yeah.
Design Builder or IES could have been a better interface, sir, but since this is a free software, we thought we'll introduce this software so that even in your general practice, you can use it.
Yes, that's right. For any because of ECBC being made mandate, so having a simulation like eQuest will surely help you.
True.
Any commercial building that you are using.
Sir,
Later on, once you get more projects, you can switch over to Design Builder.
yeah. Sir, this second session, the one which you demonstrated today, the first one you are given a detailed step-by-step word for PDF file, no, for that shading. What is that? Schematic design wizard.
Yeah.
Detailed design wizard also. Do you have a step-by-step like that procedure file like that, sir? What you demonstrated today?
I did not prepare it because we went to and fro many times, so I thought it will be easy to have hands-on.
If that kind of is available, it will be more helpful for us. I mean, we can just see that and again practice it. That's why.
All the videos are on the YouTube. So So you can refer them back whenever you want to, like, yeah, so that becomes little convenient. Every one of you, the YouTube channel is there, so definitely you can go back and visit whatever session you want to again. That becomes very easy, little easy.
Well, if you can turn on your videos, we'll have a snap.
Neither. Huh? Okay.
Is one of you can turn on your video?
నేను చెప్తాను కొంచెం అయిపోతుంది 5 నిమిషాలు.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir, for the detailed session.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Yeah, I would like to thank Muzam Ali for such a beautiful presentation, actually, with so much of patience and giving a detailed stepwise application, how to use the application. The whole effort was to make possible for every architect, all the FDP participants, to use at least one software which can be very easy for you to understand. Like not only the application, the software that we are trying to learn, but actually the so many inputs that we are going to give, which actually affects the building energy. So finally, we want all our buildings to be responsive to the climate changes, and all the buildings to be energy efficient. So this is the first step, a baby step of understanding one application or software application. Then as the effort increases and as you want to do more, then design builder, there are so many other softwares which you can actually pursue and use them. So, and basically when you want to tell the students about a simple application at architecture graduation level, if someone wants to really do something, so this is one of the simple software that is freely available and very easy, and the data is also available, the environment data, the climate data, that is what very important. All right. So thank you so much, Mr. Mozam Ali, for such a patient and effective teaching of that application. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you very much, sir. You're most welcome. Anytime you can.
Very much, sir.
Yeah, sure, sure.
So, guys, before you leave, there are a couple of announcements. First thing is, I've already mentioned yesterday. So we have another session today night at 8:30 to 8:30 p.m. It will be a short session for 1 hour. You don't have to register again. So we'll be using the same link. So, but please avail this. Please be available for this talk. It's going to be a good one. And tomorrow, there will be one technical session in the morning. followed by an exam. So whatever is covered in these 5 days is what's going to be questioned about. And we were thinking that after the exam won't be too long, 45 minutes or so. So as soon as we're done with the exam, we're thinking of continuing with the validatory function and closing the FDP before lunch. Okay, we'll have a short session validatory valedictory function. So like I mentioned in the WhatsApp group, if anyone wants to talk specifically on the FTP, or they want to give some kind of a feedback, or how we can improve the FTP, or if you're interested in any particular if you want to get more information on any particular thing, all those things you can talk. Please give a brief description or introduction to yourself. I've shared the mail ID also, to which you should be mailing this information. So we'll try to conclude by tomorrow afternoon. And one more thing, once you are done with this FTP, you're supposed to give feedback in AICT website. After you give that feedback, and after I upload all the attendance details and your exam results, you'll be receiving a certificate from AICT. Okay. Yes, the exam will be MCQs mostly, no, not descriptive. It will be MCQs, and yes, you can expect whatever is being taught here. So mostly questions will be based on that.
For tomorrow's valedictory, we just want you to share, if someone wants to share their thoughts about the FDP program, the resource persons, and if there is anything that we can improve on. So that is what we are looking for tomorrow in the tomorrow's valedictory function. Some thoughts from you all who have participated. So we just wanted you all to chip in and give us the information that can make us improve in the next next FDP program. That is what we are looking at. That's all. So if you can send, if someone wants to speak, and you can just send us your details so that we can announce to the participants, everyone, your details, and that would give a brief introduction of you, and then that would help everyone to understand easily. All right. So that is what we are looking at.
Is it compulsory to attend the exam?
Yes, it is compulsory to attend the exam, and and then compulsory to give the feedback on the AICT website, your exam results, and the effort in your exam, and then your feedback, and then the attendance. All that will be taken into consideration, and then the AICT Atal will issue a certificate for every one of you, whoever has cleared as per their qualifications.
We are done for the day. Thank you, everyone. We'll meet in the evening session again tomorrow. Thank you.
Right. Thank you all.